Okay, I don't know if you've been able to hear my stomach, but I'm gonna go make myself some lunch. I'm gonna make a lunch that will kind of reflect what I eat when I'm on a fat loss journey. And after that, we'll talk about the training and other aspects that are important as well. We're gonna make kebabs because tasty. Okay, now let's talk about training. So we already know two key things. The first is that muscle preservation is crucial. The more muscle we protect, the more we protect our metabolism, and the easier it is to sustain those long-term fat loss results. The second is that we can support our target of creating a roughly 10% caloric deficit by increasing our energy expenditure through physical activity. And that way, any changes we make around food can be kept small. Research has shown that concurrent training, so mixing resistance training with cardio, is a great way to lose fat while preserving fat-free mass. Let's start with what I don't do. I don't try and increase my total training volume because I'm at 4 to 4.5 hours a week of training already, and that's sustainable for me. Above that, I feel like I would just struggle to recover and over the long term wouldn't work out for me. You know, I got a life to live, I got other things to do, so I try and keep it to within what already fits in my lifestyle. Instead, in the 4 to 4.5 hours of training that I do have, I just make small changes that can make a difference. So I keep the majority of my sessions for resistance training. And in those sessions, about 50% of the moves are hypertrophy moves, mostly because I want to be preserving muscle. And I use the same techniques that I showed on the Science Explained video talking about building muscle, where I'm pushing close to failure for around 6 to 20 reps with about 1 to 2 minutes of rest in between each set. This isn't so much about progressive overload, it's more about preserving your strength and keeping an eye on what you're lifting to make sure it's not going down. To support with maximizing my total body fat-free mass and for upping my energy expenditure, I basically only focus on compound moves and try and use free weights as much as possible. Moves like squats, barbell rows, lunges, you guys know I love my lunges, lat pull down, bench press, hip thrusts, etc.